W's, W's, W's. We're about to get started right now. This is crazy. This is mind blowing. This is legendary. This is legendary. We have some of the most expensive trading challenges in the prop industry. Hey traders, if you're looking, drop some fire in the chat if you can hear me rightly. Drop some fire, drop some fire, drop some fire. We're about to get started on this one because, bro, I'm really excited about this because this is 2026. It is not just all about, I want to get payout, I want to do this, I want to do that. Are you ready to do what it takes? We have 10 people on live. Share the live to as many people as possible. Share the live, share the live. Share the live to as many people as possible. We're live right now. As you can see, every single person is fired up, straight up, clean. Join the live right now. Let us make it count. We're live right now. Don't play, don't play, don't play, don't play, don't play. Don't play. We're live right now. Share the live, share the live, share the live. Let's get to like 30 people on stream. Let's get to 30 people on stream. W's, drop some W's on the chat. If you're ready for what's coming, drop some W's. Let's get to 30 people on stream. Share the live, share the live, share the live. We need to get to 30 people on stream. We need to get to 30 people on stream. We need to get to 30 people. Drop some W's, drop some W's ASAP. So, it is the very big day. This is the first day, which is day one of this live stream. Now, we have a lot of things to talk about, but then I'm going to be breaking them down in segments. I'm going to be breaking them down in an actual practical way that can literally make even a newbie understand what it takes. All right. We're going to go straight up, but then I want you guys to understand that this live is really going to change lives. W change lives in the chat because we're about to get started. W change lives in the chat. This live is going to change lives. W change lives in the chat. If your life is going to change, W change lives in the chat. Straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up, straight up. It is about time for your life to be changed because, bro, if you get payouts, if you get paid by prop firms, you're going to understand the joy, what it actually takes to see that word deposit confirmed. To see that word deposit confirmed. As we speak right now, I have a payout that is pending. A pending payout. Do you know why it is pending? Because I've not pressed the button. All I need to do is press the button and I will get paid. By who? Simple right here. By GoFunded Trader. All I have to do is press demand payout. All I need to do is demand the payout and I'm getting paid. Now, if you're new to this channel, I would really encourage you to subscribe, like this video, and of course, share it to as many people as possible. Yeah, W payout in the chat. Because at the end of the day, at the end of 15 days, this live stream should be ending on the 22nd of this month, 2026. All right. If you understand everything that I'm going to teach in this 15-day live stream, there is no way coming into the next month, you're not going to have a huge like upside. And yeah, you guys chose by 7 p.m., which means every single trade that we're going to be breaking down on this live, we are going to be trading them tomorrow, which is Thursday. So if we stream on Thursday, we trade on Friday. If we stream on Saturday, we trade on Monday. Now, for the course of this stream, we're not going to be having Sunday live breakdowns. So I want this to be very, very clear. Every single person that participates on this Sunday live breakdowns, you need to understand that this stream is going to cover a lot. So there's not going to be any Sunday live breakdown. We're just going to be going straight up into the streams every single day. All right. And there is no stream on Sunday. So don't bother yourself, because if we do the analysis on Friday, if we do the analysis on Friday night, if we do the analysis on Friday night, it is the same thing that we're going to do the analysis for Saturday. Do you understand? Because it is the same chart. You get my point. So if we do the analysis on Friday night, heading to Saturday, the same thing Sunday, and even there's no need for all of those stuff. So if we just do the analysis on Friday night, which is 7 p.m., we're good. So if you're ready for what is coming, drop some fire on the chat, because it's about time we make it count. Drop some fire on the chat. 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 It is about time we start this stream. It's about time we start this nugget. Drop some fire on the chat. Drop some fire on the chat. Without further ado, let us dive in this one. Now, we're going to be talking about prop firms and how we can get funded. But we cannot do that without going through the fundamentals, without going through the mechanics, how exactly prop firm works, how we can actually make the most by informations. We cannot make the most by being deformed. We need to be informed. All right. Now, with that being said, what exactly is prop firm? What is prop firm? Let me know. How many people know that in the comment section? Drop. What do you think prop firm mean? Like I said on my Instagram story, my most active student on this chat on the live stream for 15 days, you're going to get yourself sweetest prop firm. Hey, you're going to be getting that funded account. So you just got to participate if you want anyway. But if you're here for the value, good for you. What do you think a prop firm means? Prop firm, what do you think it means? I'm going to be putting every definition I get on the screen so you can see it. What do you think prop firm means? What is prop firm? Basically, prop firm is a company that gives you a capital to trade. Very simple. Very simple. It is that simple. Prop firm is a company that gives you money to trade. It is that simple. If you're just joining us, share the live, like this video, and send it to as many people as possible. All right? Send it to as many people as possible. That's what I'm doing right now. Now, I get another one. Prop firm is a financial firm that grants you access to huge capital/funds to trade the financial market. Brilliant. A prop firm is a company that trades financial markets using its own money, not clients' money. They hire or fund traders and share profits with them. Well, everybody has their opinion. Good evening, Pex. You're just sincere and real. Follow your style to earn, of course. 20 people on stream, W20 people in the live chat. W20 in the live, W20 in the live. If this live stream can actually take us to like 100 people on live stream without any influence whatsoever, bro, it's going to be wild. W20 in the live stream, W20, W20 on the chat, W20 on the chat. Now, with every single person definition on what prop firm is, you guys are correct. That is absolutely correct. Back in 2022, I was just like most of you guys, extremely deformed, which means I don't have a lot of information about prop firms, which wasn't a bad thing, actually. Now I am the person teaching people about prop firm. You see, life, if you want to know, you would know. And that is why you are here. You want to know. Now, prop firm, simple and short, these are proprietary companies. All right. They give traders simulated funds. When I mean simulated funds, to be more practical, demo accounts. A lot of prop firms has opened up to telling us that they've given us, they are giving us simulated funds, not actual money, because not everybody is going to give you their $50,000 to burn away. Imagine giving 50K to a beginner trader who just starts trading, and because he gave you $500 or $300, you lose your $50,000. Nah. So they give you demo money, and those demo money is for you to prove yourself. It's for you to prove yourself. Prove you can trade, prove you're good at what you say you're going to do, prove practically that you know what you are doing. Now, when you prove that you know what you're doing, then they're going to progress your movement into the next phase. Now, this is applied to when you get two-phase accounts. All right. In this first day, you're going to be learning about what you're going to be making money from. All right. This is prop firm. You want to learn about prop firm, the in and out of prop firm, how to know good prop firms, how to know bad prop firms, how to know prop firms that are just after your money, all of those stuffs about prop firms. I think I have 40 minutes left. I want to stick to time and go straight into points. All right. So they give you demo funds. Like I said, I want to be as real as possible, as factual as possible. Nothing like sugarcoating, because we want to know what the actual truth is. A lot of influencers, a lot of traders are telling us up, down, up, right, center. But the actual question here is that the way forward? So that's why I've really dedicated myself to actually give you the way forward. All right. Now, when they give you these demo funds, you are to trade. Now, if you get the type of account, now when we come of type of account, we have so many types of accounts. We have instant funded accounts. We have one step. We have two step. We have three steps. All right. Now, when you get an account, let's start from the very first one, instant account. In fact, I'm going to keep instant for last. Let's start with the first step. You get a one-step account. What happens in this one-step account? The moment you get the one-step account, you are supposed to follow the rules, right? You are supposed to follow the rules. And what is the rules? The rules are simple. They are stated on the website. They are stated on the website. I'm going to be showing you how to see it, and definitely show you how to understand it, like explain to you what it means, so you don't get carried away by other firms as well. All right. Now, can you guys hear me? If you can hear me, let me know in the chat. Can you hear me? Okay, cool. Okay, cool. Now, now, what happened is the fact that if you get a one-step account, you are bound to passing that account just once and for all, once and for all. All right, once and for all, you will pass it, but then you must pass it in accordance, in accordance to the rules of that account, one-step account. Now the question is, how do you pass it, or what is the rules that is attaching that one step? What is the rules that is attaching the one step? Now, for you to know the rules, you need to look at the program uh, placement. You need to look at the rules placement. It is on the website. Now, most prop firm will give you, okay, get to some certain percent in the account, and you are going to be having a huge chance of passing. All right. Now, one step, they mostly give a higher percentage gain than two step and three step. Why? Because you just want to pass it once and get funded. So you have to pay the price of higher percentage. You have to pay the price of higher percentage. Some firm are going to give you 10%. Some are going to give you 15%. Some, you understand? Like those kinds, if you get an account of $50,000 or $10,000, let's say you get an account of $10,000, what happened is they will give you 10%. Get $1,000 and you're going to be going into the live account. Note, even the live account is still a demo account. W demo in the chat. You need to learn about these nuggets because if you understand these nuggets, there is no way you're not going to make the most money with prop firm. Because if you're informed, you're going to be working like you're going to be working with good information. Even the live account that you see live is still demo. All right, it's still demo. So don't think because of they say it is live accounts, you're going to be getting live accounts. You're not going to be getting live accounts. It is just the fact that you've qualified for them to pay you out. You've qualified for them to pay you out. That is it. It is not a live account. Because who do you think is going to give you $50,000 live money, or because you give them $500 or $300? It's not possible. Literally, it's not possible. They're not going to give you such. But what they're going to do is they're going to move your name. They're going to move your name from the phase part, the phase part, that is the phase one part, the phase two part, then bringing you to the ones that they are looking out for to pay. Do you understand? For instance, they have the demo section, which is the phase one, and let's categorize it as phases section, and then live section, quote unquote, live section. Do you understand? Phases section, live section. Now the question is, what will you have to do to move from here to here? If you get 10% here, you're going to be moving here. This is just one step. When you get here, they're not going to consider you as a trader that should, could, or would be considered for a payout. Do you understand? Now, this can mean if you get 1% payout, 2% of the account, you might get a payout. But most prop firm give you some thresholds. I did a YouTube video the other time and I told you guys the 5 red flags you need to look out for prop firms. Whenever you see a prop firm telling you that you need to have a threshold before you get a payout, there is a problem. There is a problem. You're going to have a big problem. All right. And that big problem is going to be the fact that Before you can get a payout, even after passing the challenge, you will need to make about, let's say they put the threshold of payout, even after passing the challenge, 5%. Imagine getting a $10,000 account, you have to make $500 from that. Do you understand? And let me break the nugget for you. Don't think they give you $50,000 because it is $50,000. No. 50,000, I'm giving you the raw truth here. $50,000 is the container. The actual money is your maximum drawdown. So if you see an account of $100,000 and they give you 10%, it's only 10K. You have only 10K to your disposal. You have only 10K to your disposal, which means you cannot trade past $10,000. But if you have $100,000 in life accounts, you already know the difference. You can lose $10,000 from $100,000 life pure money, and you can bounce back on the 12th trade if you use 1%. You understand? That's $1,000 per trade. You can bounce. But with the firm, if you lose $10,000 out of a 100K account, you're done. That's it. So have everything in mind that your account balance is bracket of the maximum drawdown. Your account balance is in bracket of your maximum drawdown. So, oh, they're giving me $50,000. They're giving you only 5K, fam. Oh, they're giving me 5K. They're giving you only $500. Oh, they're giving me $200,000. They're giving you only 20K. It is just for you to understand that you should be disciplined. But then the question now is, why don't they just do it $20,000 like that? Guess what? It is because having it as $200,000 will give you more leverage. Having it as $200,000 will give you more leverage. Now, let me explain this leverage. If you've ever funded $10 in your account, $10 in the chart. If you've ever funded $10 in your account, $10 in the chart, $10 or above. Now, my next question is, if you've ever from that $10, probably on one trade, you make $20, $30, $30 in the chart, $30 in the chart. If you've ever made from that $10 all the way to what? $30, $40, like you flipped the account before. Even if it's not $30, you've gone past that or lower than that, but you've made profit that is more than the $10. Now I see that in the chart. Good, 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 good. I see that in the chart. I see that in the chart. I see that in the chart. Nice, nice, nice. I see that in the chart. Nice, nice. Okay, cool. You can see this now. $10 to $200. Good. Now, this can only be possible by what I call leverage. That is why, that is why it is good to have that $200,000 as a container. Because if your account is not leveraged or doesn't have high leverage, you cannot do this flipping. You can't do this flipping. Do you know why? Because your account is not up to this $200 standard to give you a good lot size. But with a leverage, you can use, even if possible, you can use a standard lot on a this thing, on a $10 account. Spread matters as well, though. But then standard lot on a $10 account is very, very rare. Very, very, because the moment you enter, spread might have even taken your account out. But let's say you use $2 per peep and you're lucky, before the next five pips, you're already in profit. Do you understand? Normally, if the leverage was small, you cannot execute that $2 per peep. You can't. That is why the $200,000 is important. They wouldn't just give you that. They wouldn't just give you that $20,000. So it entire $20,000. No, 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 no. They need to put it in a container so it covers you well. If you understand what I'm talking about, drop understood in the chat. It covers you well, so you don't just miss out and trade anyhow. That's why it's important. But nevertheless, come to think about it this way. A lot of people are saying prop firms are going to be giving you prop firms are going to be giving you $500 out of a $5,000. This is how a profitable trader should think about this. If you buy an account of $5,000, truth be told, you are giving $500 from that $5,000, right? But the real truth here is you only invested $20. You only invested $20. Let me see how much a $5,000 account is on Good Funded Trader. A two-step, or let's say one step, okay, there's no one, it's two-step 5K account. It is even less than $20. You can see it right there. It is even less than $20. That's $17. That is $17. That's $17. You understand? Now, you invested um $17 for a two-step 5K account, and they gave you a leverage of $500. Is it a good deal or not? Let me know in the comment section. If it is a good deal, drop good deal in the chat. If it is not a good deal, let me know in the chat. You used $17 and you got what? $500. Is it a good deal or not? It's a good deal. Forget about the one they tell you $5,000 and all. You're getting $500. That's the truth. But the truth here is you used $17 to get $500. How many of you have $500 in your wallet right now to trade? How many of you have $500 right now to trade, to put in your MT5 and then increase the lot? Can you do that? But no, you're going to see a trader that is going to use $500, knock better lot size, $10 per peep. You're making good money. Think of the upside and leave what the naysayers are saying. Those haters and those people that don't believe in good things. People that don't believe in good things will always talk down prop firm. That's the truth. You use $17. Use $17. Or let's do it like this. Let's do CEO practical. In fact, let me even break the table. Let drop break the table in the chat. W break the table in the chat. W break the table in the chat. W break the table in the chat because I'm about to break table. This thing I'm telling you is fact. I'm about to break table. Now listen, let me break the table for you. I use, listen, I'm going to be using this illustration. You look at this, right? Look at this, right? This is a hand, and this is what? 16 Pro Max, bro. Now, With this vision and this knowledge I have, I went to Goat Funded Trader. I got a Profem account. Now, for example, I'm using this. I don't want to mention account size whatsoever, but for example, I use um $200. Let me see how much. How much is a 50K account? How much is a 50K account? Bro, two-step account, 50K account is $172. Bust my head. Bust my head. Only $172, bro, for a 50K two-step account. You guys can see it here. 50K two-step account. Bust my head. $172 for 50K. Now, this is it. This is my illustration. This is it. I use $172 to buy a $50,000 account. And I was able to convert that $172. Mind you, how much is $172 in Naira? Bro, just 252K. Just 253K. Let's sum it up to 253. Are you seeing it here? 253. 253,000 Naira. Naira. $172 is 252,000 Naira. Good. I use 252,000 Naira to buy a 50K account. $172. And I was able to convert that 253,000 Naira to a 16 Pro Max that is worth about 2 million Naira. Is it not a good deal? Is it not a good deal? You use, tell me which dealer will give you 16 Pro Max, bro, for 253K, even for 500K. Who will give you? But you used 253,000 Naira. You got an account with Growth Funded Trader. You can see it here, $172 only, 50K account. Bust my head. Hi. It's to buy another one, because no time to play. 2026 must year word. And then you got, you use your knowledge and you got the 16 Pro Max of closely 2 million. W Growth Funded Trader in the chat. WGFT on the chat, bro. WGFT on the chat. People are getting paid. People are getting paid. Happy Forex just bought Ferrari the other day. Before you know him, Jeffrey Benson tear Ferrari. Before you know him, Ahmed XM, he tear Audi. Before you know him, next tear 16 Pro. Talk about your own win. Boss my head, bro. Your win is your win. They tear new car. I tear new tools. Don't play. Don't play. Bro. Not be two camera out. Three. Na time. Comment na time in the chat. Drop na time in the chat. Is all it takes. Na time. Bro, all you need is what? $172. Buy a 50K account. Convert 50K to 16 Pro Max sharp. You get your payout. You know the sweetest part of all this whole payout of it thing? Let me show you this screenshot. Let me show you the screenshot and look at the date and the time. You see this? Let me open my this thing. You see this screenshot? Ah, why to not see him? Let me try and reduce my brightness. Nice. You see this screenshot? Deposit confirmed. W confirmed in the chat. W confirmed in the chat because it's about time for you to be confirmed as well. You know, clear, normal, normal, but it go clear for you soon. Don't worry yourself. You must clear. Just don't panic. Follow who no road, they say. But confirm, must confirm for you too. I'm telling you. Straight up. You know, clear for screen, but it go clear for your account. That's the goal. Use $1. Get 50K 200 accounts. The next thing, you tier 16 Pro Max, you tier Lambo, you tier better car. See, if prop firm, if prop firm give you a payout, just one payout, you will believe everything I've been telling you since God knows when. Just one payout, even if it's $100. As we speak right now, see this one no go far. Oh. Like this one I'm telling you right now, if you look at the date too, you not go far. Oh. Look at the date too. Look at the date too. Look at the date too. This one not be 2025. Oh. We are in 2026. We're in 2026. And you can see it here. We're in 2026. We're in 2026. It's clear. You see it here. If you just get one, just one, like you understand the power of prop fame. And I'm telling you, only $172, 50K account can change the game. Now, like I was explaining, one step, two step. One step, they give you the account, you get the phase, and then when you come into the next one, do not get an account from preference that will give you what's the name? Threshold. Oh, you must get to so and so amount before we pay you out. No, no. Try as much as possible. Go to the trader don't need to give threshold. Once you get to the live account, even as low as 2%, you can get your payout. With your $5,000 account, you can get $100, which is 2%. Do you understand? You can get 2% and you're good to go. Do you understand me? WPEX is keen in the chart because at the end of the day, PEX is keen. See, two-step account is one of the best because two-step accounts don't have too much restrictions. Unlike unlike the one step, ain't gonna lie, one step has restrictions. One step has restrictions. You know why I say so? They can give you a lower drawdown, a lower drawdown than two step. Now, when you get two-step account, two-step is going to give you a bigger max drawdown, a bigger daily drawdown. Do you understand? And the sweet part is smaller profit target. But what is going to happen here is you will have to make it twice. It is not a one-time hit. No, 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 no. You will pass phase one, you pass phase two. W Vinny in the chat. W Vinny in the chat. W Vinny in the chat. One biggest supporter right here. W Vinny in the chat. Drop Vinny in the chat. Drop Vinny in the chat. W Vinny in the chat. Don't play. So, mad people. W Vinny in the chat. So, as you can see, we're looking at now. One thing you should understand is very, very simple. If you get if you get a payout from a two-step account, it is going to be very, very simple. Your payout percentage is going to be higher. That is why I say two-step is good. Two-step is good. Do you understand? Two-step is good because if you get two-step account, if you get a two-step account, I know pass phase one, pass phase two. Yes, it is stressful. It's stressful. Ain't gonna lie. But you get bigger lot sizes to place, bigger drawdown, bigger daily drawdown as well, and higher profit split. Isn't it a good deal? And $172, you get a $50,000 account for two step. It's a good deal for me. You pass phase one, you pass phase two, get payout. Superb. Now, that is it for phase two account. Then instant funding. Instant funding has a lot to it. But I'm just going to give you guys some tips of instant funding because we still have 15 days to go. So do not worry yourself. I got you. Do not worry yourself. I got you. I'm going to be giving you guys a lot of info that you need. All right? A lot of info that you need. Instant funding, this is an account type that you get. When you're getting it, you can place trade, like you can hit the lot size immediately. You can hit the lot size immediately. Do you understand me? Why I say so is you can actually get, guys, W pressures in the chat, W pressures in the chat. Don't play big name, big name, big name. W pressures in the chat. We have big names here. W pressures in the chat. We have big names. Don't play, don't play, don't play. W pressures in the chat. Big names, big names. I see you, Aaron. I see you. I see you. Adebayo, I see you. So now, okay. Now, when you actually get this account, you're going to be getting good, good payout. For instant funding account, what you're going to get is very, very simple. What you're going to get is very, very simple, right? You get the account. Let us see how much they sell a 10K account for instant funding. Let us see how much they sell instant funding account. 50K instant funding account is $292. You can see it right there. Instant funding account is, you can see it there. Instant funding account is 200 and what? 20, $292. Bro, bust my head. For an instant funding account, $292 for a 50K. The 50K two step is $172. But for the instant, it's $292. Right? For a 50K, trust me, this is one of the cheapest I've seen actually. Instant funding, $50,000, not 5K, not 10K, 50K, 50K. Do you understand? Not 10K, 50K, 50K. So it's not cost. It's not cost. For a 50K account, it's not cost actually. I ain't gonna lie. For a 50K is not cost for a 50K. Do you understand? It is not cost. Now, if you get an account of such, what's going to happen is you are going to be what? Placing trade immediately. Imagine you put on a trade and then you say, yo, you're putting on a trade, a standard lot, and you're good to go. But there is a problem. There is a problem with instant funded account. And what is the problem? Can somebody write the problem in the chat? What do you think is the biggest problem with instant funding account? And trust me, it is in every prop firm. It is in every prop firm. If you think I'm lying, go and do your research. What do you think is the biggest problem for instant funding accounts? What do you think is the biggest problem for instant funding accounts? What do you think is the biggest problem for instant funding accounts? I see trailing drawdowns, consistency rule, consistency rule, consistency rule. That is true. The biggest problem for instant funding accounts is consistency rule. That is the biggest problem. Like I said, I'm here to give you guys the truth. No sugarcoating, nothing. I'm here to give you guys the truth. The biggest problem, it is instant. Yes, it is instant. But you see consistency rule. Nah, bro. Don't play with it. But do you know the problem with consistency rule? You can bypass it if only you are not greedy. I will explain. You can bypass it if only you are not greedy. Let me explain. Now, consistency rule is something that prop firm give you when you get an instant funding account to actually make consistently. For instance, you get let's say you get a 50K account and then the consistency rule is 20%. And with Gold Funded Trader, they have a consistency rule of 20%, which is one of the biggest in the industry. Using their pro plan, you can see it here. If you get a 50K account for instant funding account, you're going to be getting it for $298. For the pro, you get 20%, and then you can trade and get up to as much payout as possible. All right? As much payout as possible. Someone said I should use $1,000 for example. For Gold Funded Trader, instant funding account starts from $5,000 for Gold Funded Trader. And for the pro, it starts with 2.5K. So I'm going to be using $5,000 for example. $5,000 for instant is only $64. Then using the pro, you get it for $40. Okay, you get 2.5 for $40. Do you understand? You get 2.5 for $40. If you use 5K, then we're going to be using $64. All right. Now, if you get the pro, you're going to be getting the consistency rule of about 20%, which is great. All right. Now, $5,000 is worth $64, right? Now, you get a $5,000 instant funded account for $64 with Gold Funded Trader. What is going to happen here is that you're going to be placing trade directly, right? But then consistency rule of 20% means your first trade is going to be measured as 20%. All right. For the sake of this live stream, I'm going to be leaving you guys with this video. Go and watch this video to understand consistency rule better. If I start explaining consistency rule today, we will not leave here. But in 14 minutes, you're going to be understanding what consistency rule means. We have 427 people who has watched this video, and in less than 14 minutes, I broke down the chart explaining what consistency rule means. You pass the profit challenge, you know about it. This is the total profit you would make in the account. Instant funding account with GFT. Let me break it down mathematically. Works. Now consider this $300 to be right now. $300. I've explained it. Equals to 20%, right? I broke it down. Good. Since that is 20%, We have this in mind. Now the question is, what amount of money will I make that will keep this $300 to still be what? 20%.
The major problem.
This is where mass comes in. This is where mass comes in. So now the question funding account. If you understand consistency rule, you can make more money than you think. You understand? Get a 5K account right now with Good Funded Trader. Trade and understand this consistency rule. There's no way you will not get payout, bro. Like, there is no way you won't get payout. Because at the end of the day, payout is the goal. Payout is the goal. Do you understand? Payout is the goal. These are the things about consistency rule. Now, the major question is, how do I know these rules? How do I know these rules? All right. How do I know these rules? Now, let us head on to Good Funded Trader website. Let me show you exactly how to understand these rules, see the rules, and then work with the rules. Now, we're going to be roughly checking it out. Like I said, today we're going to be basing on prop firms, what prop firm is, how to understand prop firm, how to get your own account, and of course, how to get ready for these movements. Now, let's say the very first start, you're starting with a one-step account. Let's use the lowest account of 15K. One step, 15K, you're going to be getting $100. Like I said, you are going to be paying $100 for the account. It was previously $178, but you're going to be getting it $100. And the sweet part about this is, if you're new to Good Funded Trader, like this is your first time, I'm going to be giving you a coupon code that you're going to be getting 50% discount. And if you're not new, you're going to be getting 40% discount. You can use the link in description and also the coupon code that you're going to be seeing in description as well. You can use the coupon code first with the link in description, and you're going to be getting 50% if you're new, which means you're going to be getting slash the price of $178. And if you're not new, which means if you have an account before, you can get 40% off by using the coupon code in the description. Now, how do you understand all these rules? One step, I'm going to rush it. You can see, like I said, you're going to be having a higher target. Target is 10%. Daily drawdown is 4%. Maximum drawdown is 6%. No time limit, which means you can pass it at any time of your choice. You don't have to stress yourself. The leverage is 1 to 30. You can see it right there. You can trade news. You can hold by weekend. Do you understand? What does it mean to trade news? Of course, you can trade NFP. You can trade all those FOMC and stuff like that. And then you can also hold through the weekend. Most prop firms don't allow you hold through the weekend, and it is very, very annoying in the sense whereby you have a trade going on, and then you want to hold it to the weekend. The moment it gets to Friday, which is in between, the moment it gets to Friday, your trade will be closed and your account is breached. You can't pass through. You can't pass through. That middle, your account will be breached straight up. Like a lot of crazy rules, But then, if you work with this, you're going to be getting it. Like I said, use this first GFT to get a 50% discount with Good Funded Trader. This is their one-step account. You can see there they have up to $200,000 with one step. Then if you head on to two-step, the lowest is $5,000, and with $17 you can get that. The first phase you pass with 8%, second phase 6%, the drawdown is 4%. The maximum drawdown is 10%, which is the $500 that I told you guys. You can see that the maximum drawdown is higher than that of the one step, and you can see that the maximum drawdown is higher than the one step, and also the profit target is lower. Do you understand me? And then the leverage is 1 to 100, and you can trade news and hold it, get a 50% discount. Also, three-step. Three-step is one of the cheapest. 3 steps is where you can actually get huge accounts for small prices, but you're going to pay the price of passing phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3. Let me ask you this question. Would you sacrifice the stress? Like, will you sacrifice yourself into passing phase 1, phase 2, and phase 3 for small price? Or will you just add that small fee and pass only just phase 1 and phase 2? Or would you add the money to pass phase 1 and get payout? Which one do you want? Which one do you prefer? This one even went straight up. I want instant. Go get the instant account then. With only $17, you can start with $5,000. The idea is $5,000, you get a payout, you move to $10,000. From $10,000, you move to 50K. The higher your payout, you're good to go. Okay, I see you guys. I prefer two-step. I prefer two-step. You understand? Two-step is better. Someone say, I would rather add the small fee to get the phase one and phase two, which is reasonable, which is reasonable and good. Because trust me, the fact here is that I know one step is good. I know instant funding is good. But are you ready to go for it? If you're ready to go for it, W, go for it in the chat. Straight up, straight up, straight up. And by this is going to be coming to the end of our live stream for today. I hope you understood everything about prop firm. I hope you know what phase one is, phase two means, what a prop firm is, how you can use the instant to make good money. And if you do not understand what consistency rule means, then head on straight up to watch this video on YouTube, and you're going to be learning what consistency rule means. Let me show you guys the video again. Consistency rule, with only 14 minutes, you should learn and understand what consistency rule is all about. Very, very simple, very straight to the point, and I'm definitely sure you're good to go. We have 14 days to go. Wow. 14 days to go. Let me check how many hours in that 14 days to go. 14 times 60. We have 840 minutes on this live stream. 840 minutes on this live stream, which is every single day for 14 days. 60 minutes make 1 hour times 14 days. That's crazy. W crazy in the chat because my head won't blow. W crazy in the chat. 30 people on stream. Don't play. W30 in the chat. We're about to round up and we're having 31 people on stream after like 58 minutes or so. Like I said, it is very, very simple. 32 people right now, which is crazy, which is marvelous. I really appreciate every single person that come up for this live. Like I said, be the most active student, and by the end of this live, we're going to be doing a massive giveaway for every single person. I told you guys something. We are going to get a payout, and in this 2026, it is not just by affirmation, I'll get a payout, I'll get a payout. No. We must make it count. Drop make it count in the chat. Drop make it count in the chat. W make it count in the chat. Man, it's about to, we're about to use 840 minutes. Now that's crazy. When you think about it, it's like, wow. Do I think my head is going to carry it? Because by the end of this thing, I need a vacation. Nah, bro, we ain't using vacation. Because after this live stream, guess what is going to happen? Guess what is going to happen? By the end of the live stream, you're going to find out. I'm going to see you guys in the next one. Get your account straight up from Good Funded Trader and use the link in the description and the coupon code to get a 50% discount or a 40% discount. By the end of this live stream, we're going to be picking our winner, and I hope you are the one. I am Pex, and yes, peace out.